and Belle's cousin on his on her father's side. I would like to share to you verses that have also comforted me during the times of our bereavement. My wife. This is reading from Second Corinthians chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed be God, even the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies, and the God of all comfort, who comforted us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble with the comfort of God. So, discomfort I have also experienced during our the times that uh, we were in sorrow. And one of those that comforted us was this that I came upon. At a moment like this, silence seems to be the only expression that fits. What can we, as mere men, say to a grieving heart, to grieving and shattered heart? We speak because we have a living hope. Death is no respecter of persons. Death is no respecter of you. Death is a painful intruder, a pernicious reminder of our human condition. But we stand before today to declare that we have a living hope, and that causes us to rejoice. You see, our hope is found in the fact that Jesus is no longer entombed. He lives. And because he lives, man then lives. Because he lives, the grieving broken heart has hope and reason to rejoice. And the Lord, while we give, carries us through it. It takes time for healing. We do heal, but we are never the same. Those who go through this and trust in the Lord discover a comfort and intimacy with God that most people never experience. He doesn't promise an explanation, but He does promise to walk us through the pain. And the hard choice is for us is whether we gonna be sad for the time we didn't have with her, or grateful for the time that we did have with her. And it takes time.